Hello, my name is Elliott Markel, and today I'm going to be talking about the Green Revolution. So to start off, what is the Green Revolution? Well, ever since the Cold War, have been a lot of problems with warfare, and with warfare you're going to have to require a lot of money. So with this money being put into warfare, there's also less money being put into growing crops and making food, so a world famine was caused. With this, the Green Revolution had a productivity in crops increasing hugely. And with also this productivity, high yield crops are grown. The Green Revolution was not only in one place, it was international. But it started in Mexico with Norman Borlaug. Norman Borlaug is considered to be the father of Green Revolution. He was born in Iowa on his grandfather's farm. As a little kid, he went to school because of his grandfather. Most kids his age wouldn't want to go to school because they'd rather work on the farm. But his grandfather wanted him to go to school to get a real education. Even though Borlaug, ever since he was a little kid, he was interested in agriculture, he was still required to have a good education. At the age of 19, he saw real hunger. Knowing the Cold War was going on, he moved his family to Mexico. Arriving at Mexico, he saw the farmers struggling with a problem. The problem was stem rust. What stem rust is, it's a rust that forms on the stem of the plants that makes the plant unable to acquire light, sun, water, make food, so pretty much any probability of living. With this, he had to figure out a problem, a solution. He acquired a breeding technique where he crossbred one of the plants that is resistant to stem rust with the plants that are grown in Mexico. Some of the benefits of the Green Revolution were pesticides, herbicides, chemical fertilizers, and high-yield crops. With high-yielding crops, there is also a larger quantity of food. Some of the issues that the Green Revolution brought up by critics were the increased pollution and erosion. If you're going to have pesticides and herbicides and even chemical fertilizers, you're not going to have organic stuff. And what's going into the air is chemicals that is going to pollute the air. And it's going to go into the ozone and it's going to start causing pollution. And also with this pollution comes erosion. And with erosion, you're going to have the soil coming off the sides of hills, and that soil won't be it'll be too small to be able to grow most plants that Mexico and other countries in the world want. With this, you're going to have a lowered soil quality. Now, the Green Revolution had their ups and downs. The ups were high-yielding crops, and the downs were the soil quality. You're going to have high-yielding crops that are going to produce a lot of food, but you're also going to have lower soil quality, so the growing rate and the production rate of these high-yielding crops may be lowered. But with Borlaug, he was able to join with Carter Center with the Sasakawa Africa Association. With this program, he was able to train 8 million farmers in 15 different countries. Now that's a huge deal because now every nationwide and internationally wide, you're going to have farmers growing crops for their countries and solving this problem of world hunger. So to have a quick overview or synopsis of the Green Revolution, it produced high-yielding crops, and it really came home for Norman. In an interview, he stated that ever since he was a little kid, he was always interested in agriculture. And now that he was finally able to do his job, he was actually happy because it really came home in the heart. It helped starvation because now you're producing high-yield crops that are able to produce more food. And it trains many farmers to be able to be growing the high-yielding crops. Mahalo for listening.